Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I am back to do another reading for the Twin Flame Collective, Divine Soulmates, particularly for those of you who are involved in karmic situations. And I actually focus on the Divine Masculine being the one who is in the karmic relationship. So just so you guys know though, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It will be for most of you, but it could also be that the karmic partner or karmic relationship in this dynamic is another relative or a friend or just anybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner, okay? Yeah, and thank you guys so much for all of your likes and comments. It really does mean a lot to me, and for subscribing, your donations, the personal readings. Thank you. Yeah, my last video, which was about watching videos on readings and how this affects, you know, your attachment to the outcome, or does it keep you from detaching. I actually did lose a few subscribers because of that video, which was actually expected. I did expect that. But then there were, you know, quite a few of you who emailed me personally with very positive feedback. So I just want to give a special thanks to those of you who did that. It really does mean a lot to me. So yeah, that's it. So let's get started and see what is going on with these masculines who are still involved in a karmic relationship. Oh, and also, I am available for personal readings, and I say this because sometimes you guys email me asking me if I'm available. So just so you guys know, I am available. You don't have to email me to ask me. You can just, you know, make the payment and then email me the information that I ask for. It's all in the description box. So you can just do that and we'll be one step ahead. All right. So let's see. Okay, so what are these masculines currently going through? All right, and we have Night Wind. Facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this is a bit heavy. It's like their fears are coming up. Their fears are starting to surface, which is actually a good thing, because rather than suppressing their fears, because they've been in fear, right? I mean, this is the whole thing. They've been in fear all of this time, and now these fears are coming up so that they can actually face them. All right. So I'm just going to keep this one. I don't think we need anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a general card for the Divine Masculine's energy towards their karmic partner, and then towards their Divine Feminine, and then the Divine Feminine's energy as well. So let's see. I've already pre-shuffled the cards, just so you guys know, meditated and prayed. Masculine's energy towards the karmic, or what's going on with the karmic. Okay, we have Caring Connections in reverse. This is the only deck from Oracle decks that I do read reversals, because some of you have asked me that too. And Angel of Balance. All right, I'm just going to get all of them and then get into each one separately. All right, so let's see. The Divine Masculine and your Divine Feminine counterpart. The energy there. And we have Angel of Strength. All right, and lastly, let's get one for the Divine Feminine. And we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So basically for these, we also have attachment in reverse. So with these cards here, because they do have chakras and archangels, I just take the chakra card. Okay, so this would be the solar plexus, which is very very interesting to me right now. All right, so let's actually get into the details for each one. All right, so for the masculine and their karmic partner, yes, Angel of Balance. So I feel like they are being guided and assisted by the divine for there to come a balance, in order for them to see that this connection isn't moving forward. It has no future. Okay, we have Caring Connections in reverse, and this is actually how they're feeling about each other currently. That their connection is not one of love. Their connection, they're not feeling compassion so much one for another. I'm getting this feel of things kind of leveling out, but in a way that's just very, very dull between the two of them. And just really coming to terms with the fact that, you know, I don't love this person. And I know we always say that the karmic partner is the one usually holding on, but in this case, I'm also getting that the karmic partner is feeling this as well towards the DM. I mean, they might not want to let go of the DM for other reasons, but they're feeling this as well. All right, so let's, and actually, I will do a video that's going to be more specific to the DM and the karmic, because a lot of you guys have been asking me for that. So I promise you guys, I will do one that's just going to be for the DM and the karmic, and get a little bit more into that, because I do tend to avoid looking too much into the karmic energy in these readings. So I will do one that will just be for that, okay? All right, so let's see what the Divine Masculine's energy is in general towards the karmic partner. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so yeah, definitely feeling a sense of independence here. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, wow, they are really beginning to release this. Look at that. Look at that. So because they're becoming more balanced, right, in and of themselves, and just, you know, really seeing the fact that, you know what, the karmic doesn't even love me. It's not only that I don't love the karmic, so it's not just that I need to feel sorry for this person. The karmic doesn't love me either. And this is helping them to gain their independence and feel like they can stand on their own 2 feet and, you know, function independently of this person. Releasing the connection. All right. Let's see what else. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? All right, we have the Hanged Man and the Moon. Anything else? And the Devil. Okay, wow, that's 3 major arcana. So like I said in the very beginning, okay, this is very consistent with this card here. Definitely going through some heavy energy. I feel like it's almost like a dark night of the soul, because they're coming to these realizations, and because their fears are surfacing so much that it's almost, you know, it's like they can taste it. They can taste what it would be like to just have to make this huge change in their life. And I'm also getting that for a lot of them, one of the things, this is just coming to me now, one of the things that is scaring them about moving away from the karmic is that then that would mean, because they can feel it, that they will need to be pushed towards their divine feminine. And for some of them, this isn't going to be true for all of you, but for some of them, this is scary to them because the connection with their divine feminine scares them. And once they leave the karmic partner and they're independent of this relationship, they know that they kind of have no other way to go but to the divine feminine, and that to them is scary. And so it's kind of like they can now like taste it and just really feeling the fear. But the closer they get to releasing this connection, right, the more real this fear becomes. And this is why I'm saying that this is a good thing. All right, so here in, oh gosh. Yeah, see, so here's what they're seeing. So just really having these realizations, and this is what I'm getting with this Angel of Balance here, which is, you know, the assistance that they're getting. And what's helping them to become more balanced and face these fears is this new perception with this Hanged Man here. I'm not so much getting that a stuckness feel with this as much as seeing things in a new way. It's also in reverse, by the way. So this is exactly why. It's like they're getting unstuck. They're finally unsticking their minds from what they were stuck on for so long. Seeing things from a different perspective, seeing that they can be independent, and seeing the fears, right? The moon here, the subconscious fears coming up. This is so consistent. And the devil. So this is what, which is representing their fears, which is representing the attachment that they had to this connection with the karmic. All the toxic patterns that were involved, right? The codependency. This is what is surfacing, and this is what they are getting unstuck actually from. This is what they are able to see now from a different perspective. Their fears, their subconscious fears that are surfacing, and how toxic this relationship has been. Wow, guys, this is like really heavy energy here. All right, let's see. So, how are they behaving towards their karmic partner? 5 of Cups. Anything else? Okay, no. So for how they're behaving towards their karmic partner right now, I feel like with this card here, I mean, this is again so consistent with this night wind here, okay, with this heavy energy of facing fears. This is like depression right here with this 5 of Cups. And this is exactly how they are presenting themselves to their karmic partner. They're not being very sociable. They're not being, you know, interactive. They're not being all happy. It's like they've taken the mask off and they're showing how depressed they really are in this connection. Okay. All right, let's see what they're intending to do. What are their intentions? What are their intentions? I mean, okay, so they're seeing all of this. Seeing the toxicity, seeing the fears. Okay, and we have the 9 of Wands in reverse and the Page of Cups. So they're intending on communicating. They're intending on communicating a lot of what they're feeling to the karmic, that pretty much that they've given up. All right, with this 9 of Wands in reverse, that they've given up on this connection. Okay, so if they haven't done so already, this is what they are thinking about doing. And maybe they have already done this, and maybe it didn't really, you know, quite catch on, and then it just kind of got pushed under the rug. So if that was the case, it's happening again. Okay, they're having this conversation again. All right, let's actually move on. I'm just gonna give a quick shuffle and move on and see what their energy is towards you or their divine feminine. So I love the cards that I see when I'm cutting the deck. We have Strength here and the Ace of Swords. So a lot of, you know, facing their truth, gaining their strength. All right, and we have Angel of Strength here. Okay, so again, I mean, that's 2 angels here. They have Angel of Balance, right? Helping them out, assisting them with the karmic connection, and then Angel of Strength, helping them with their divine feminine, because they do need strength in order to face the divine feminine. Okay, and we have the 7 of Wands. Sorry guys, the card went flying. And the King of Swords. Wow. All right, so definitely, okay, definitely becoming stronger, more courageous, okay, with this King of Swords here, becoming more decisive. I'm getting this feel like they are just really, really focused on their divine feminine at the moment. It's kind of like, okay. So I know this isn't like the typical interpretation of this card, but what I'm really seeing is that it's like their third eye is so focused on the divine feminine right now. It's like they're just staring her down. having this willpower, like, no, I want her. Like, this is what I am going to do. It's like they want to fight. It's like they want to fight for her. Or him, obviously. And even with the Seven of Wands here, what I'm getting with this card isn't even so much of defensiveness. It's not against the Divine Feminine. I'm getting more of like defending themselves for what it is that they truly want against others who might be against the masculines moving towards their feminines. All right, because for a lot of them, they might have people in their environment who are completely against this, or even if they don't know of the Divine Feminine, they might be against the Divine Masculine separating from the Karmic. And it could even just be friends. It could be, I mean, if they're married, it obviously could be family, relatives, you know, it could be part of their culture, you know. And then in some cases, it could just be even friends of the Karmic or the family of the Karmic, anybody really, society in general. But I'm just getting a lot of like feeling like they need to fight for her. All right. Let's see. What is holding them back? Oh, we have death. And the Knight of Swords. So, because this is what is holding them back, it is a fear of this change, okay? It's a fear of this change, but this is what they're facing. So like I said before, they just have or even a fear of this connection, as I said before, which would be the change. Moving towards this. The fear of ending something, of ending this connection with the karmic partner for whatever reason, because it's going to be different reasons for everybody. But there's definitely fear here, okay? I mean, we have Night Wind, the Moon, and the Devil, okay? That's all fear. But this is what they're overcoming. And this is what has been, at least for the group that I'm tapping into today, because it might not always be the same group, so not every reading might resonate with you. But for this group, it's definitely a fear of change and just a lot of fear involved in this karmic relationship, as well as moving towards the feminine for some of them. Okay, and the Knight of Swords, because they're just so much in their headspace. So this is what has been holding them back. This fear of change in combination with them just being either irrational or in and out of their thoughts, you know, changing their minds all of the time, not being able to make up their minds. But they are coming into this King of Swords energy, and this is what they're feeling. So what else? What are they thinking or feeling about their feminine? What are they thinking and or feeling? Okay, so we have Temperance, and we also have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So they're feeling very unfulfilled. They're feeling very unfulfilled at the moment, and because they don't have what is meant for them. The Temperance card is oftentimes a twin flame card. And this is how they're feeling about their Divine Feminine, that their Divine Feminine, you know, is the person for them, that this is a divine connection. They feel the intensity and tranquility just came to me. They know that eventually once they get over all of this, they feel a sense of tranquility with their Divine Feminine, even though it could be scary to them. There's something that just makes them feel peaceful with you. And at the moment, it's like they're just feeling very unfulfilled because they don't have this, because they don't have you. And this is why they're so depressed over here. I mean, here for, you know, how they're, this was for how they're behaving, but they're depressed. They're depressed and just all this fear over here. And then over here for the feminines, right, we have temperance. All right, so let's see what their intentions are. All right, we have 9 of Swords. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So, this is actually funny. It's funny the way it's coming to me. It's not funny at all. In reality, it's not funny. But it's like they're intending to just really kind of sit in this right now, because it's like the anxiety that they're feeling. You know what, I'm going to wait and see what's going on here for the Divine Feminine, because I have a feeling that the Divine Feminine is doing something currently that is really making the Divine Masculine anxious. Something is provoking a lot of anxiety in him, and it could be either the fear of losing you or something like that, or that the fear that maybe, you know, they've completely killed the feelings or the connections or the opportunity to have you. So they are focused on you, right? Like I said, they are just like so focused on you and feeling like this drive towards you. But this is causing them a lot of stress and anxiety because they're not fulfilled, because they don't know what you're doing. We're going to see once we get into your energy. But they're actually intending on sitting in this for a while, because it's almost as if they feel like this is helping them, because they want to move away from this. They're just, you know, they've just been stuck. And it's like this is helping them to face their fears. Okay, that's the message that's coming through. And this is why we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here, because for right now, I mean, we're gonna see in their future, in the near future energy, what they are actually likely to do. But what they're thinking right now for their intentions is to not make a move just yet with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, because they want to, it's like they're being called to just sit in this depression, in this anxiety, and in this fear, so that they can work through it, and so that this can push them away from the karmic, because they're having anxiety about you. All right, I hope that made sense. It's like this is helping them, and actually this is what's helping them gain their strength. All right, so let's actually see. I'm going to use a different deck. What is going on with the feminines? All right, so we had third chakra and attachment in reverse. So this is the solar plexus, which is all about, you know, feeling like you're capable of something, really finding your self-confidence, and just really being able to make things happen. Okay, that's what's coming through. And what is that you're making happen is attachment in reverse, detaching, in other words. So this is why I said I feel like, you know, the feminine is somehow moving on. There's something she has released, and this is what is provoking this anxiety in the divine masculine, but that is helping him. All right, so let's actually see. All right, and we have the Nine of Wands upright and the Emperor. So actually what I'm getting here, I feel like it's the divine feminine really tapping into her masculine energy, and she's not only the Empress, but the divine feminine also embodies characteristics from the Emperor, okay? This is coming into touch with her masculine side, coming into that balance, all right? And really pushing through, like really, and again, see here, just like I said with this card here, right? Solar plexus. Look at this image. It's like this woman is walking on these wands that are in the, it looks like the ocean to me. Yeah, it's the ocean. It's like she's walking on water. Really being able to make things happen. Really, you know, making the impossible possible. So I'm really getting that the divine feminines are just really, really moving forward right now with their own selves, really detaching from the situation, finding their own emperor within themselves. This is like coming into union with yourself, because you're finding your emperor within yourself. You're finding your divine masculine within yourself. So it's like, this is why you are able to detach, because you realize that you don't need to be dependent on your divine masculine to be whole. You are finding your divine masculine within your own self. And this is giving you spiritual strength to just really push forward and make amazing things happen for yourself. Wow. Wow, that is so impressive. That is so impressive. Let's see. Actually, I don't even... Okay, let's see. Let's see energy towards the masculine, though, to see what has caused this. And I bet, you know, this is what it is, actually. So we have the High Priestess. And this is exactly it. Really tapping into your intuition. Really, you know, tapping into universal and divine knowledge is the message that's coming through. Okay? And because you're doing this, this is exactly what you're doing that is causing the divine masculine anxiety. And for some of you, I mean, if you're in no contact, they can sense it. Your divine masculine can sense this energetically. And so they're feeling this fear, they're feeling this anxiety, and they don't really know why for some of them. And then for others, they can actually see you doing this, right? Because they might be spying on you. Maybe you have some mutual friends. Maybe you're connected in social media, or maybe you even, you know, have contact with them. And they can just sense it in the way that you're talking, in the way that you're behaving, in your attitude. And I'm really getting that this is what is even very strongly contributing to this night wind here, to them having to face their fears. And they're facing their fears concerning the karmic partner, as well as the fear of the connection with you. And you know what, maybe we'll do a video just to see what it is that scares them about the connection with the divine feminine. What is it that they're afraid of concerning the connection with you, as opposed to what is it that scares them about leaving the karmic? All right, so let's get into the future energies. I'm going to use this deck here. All right, so we're going to look into what is likely to happen or change, or just, you know, continue being what it is in the next week or so, or the next couple weeks. So let's see, towards the karmic partner, what is the near future energy? Are they likely to take any actions? Okay, we have the World in reverse. We have Judgment in reverse, and what did I say? Yeah, the World. Okay, so the World, did I say Judgment? I meant Justice. Okay, so the World and Justice, both in reverse, and the Page of Cups again. I think we had the Page of Cups. Yeah, we just had it here. So I'm getting that in the next couple of weeks, there's still some loose ends that need to be tied up. There's still some loose ends that need to be tied up. And I'm getting very strongly, because we're getting the Page of Cups twice. So I'm getting very strongly that it has to do with this communication. This communication about how they truly feel. How they truly feel about the karmic. It's like they've been hiding some of their feelings. And this really needs to come out into the open. So they have been showing their depression, yes. And that they just don't really care for this connection, that they're not motivated and all of that. But there is more. I mean, they really need to have a talk. And I feel like this is what is going to happen in the next week or so. And a part of this communication is also going to be, how they just feel like it just isn't right. This isn't just. There's nothing in this relationship that's right about it. So, yeah, I want to get one oracle card here. Self-worth. So what I'm getting here is that this is them really having to find their self-worth. And I feel like they have been working on this. I think we got this the previous time, I think. It was in some reading anyway, for the Divine Masculine. They're really working on their self-worth, and that is what's also helping them to have this conversation and to be able to move away from something that is making them feel so depressed, from something that is so toxic. Finding their true self-worth is helping them to face their fears. And again, because we have this angel of balance in the beginning, I really feel like it's the divine really helping them. So some of them, I mean, we already know some of them might be, getting professional help, like from therapists or maybe even from friends. But this is mostly, I'm getting, it's going to be divinely guided for their self-worth. And they're really stepping into this self-worth to help them move forward. All right. So let's see. What are they likely to do in the near future for their divine feminines? Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. I think it's in reverse, actually. Let's see what else. King of Swords. So this is the second time we're getting the King of Swords for their Divine Feminine. See, just like, we had the Page of Cups twice for the Karmic partner. Now we have the King of Swords twice for the Divine Feminine. Let's see, anything else? And the High Priestess in reverse. All right, so, and actually this one did flip over, so we'll keep it. And it's the Three of Swords. All right, so the energy coming up from your Divine Masculine towards you, like I said, okay, they have this drive. They're just feeling very, very determined, is just what I keep getting. And this is because because of the pain that they're feeling. Like, it's not only anxiety, it's also pain. This energy for these masculines right now, this is very, very heavy. This is very heavy. And with this High Priestess here, it's like they really want to come out of secrecy. They want to come out of this no communication or holding back. So if you are in communication and there's been some holding back, they are really really determined and just really, thinking about coming out of that. Or maybe it's because you have pulled away and because you are moving forward in your life, and they know this. And so they're feeling this distance. And it's like they want to close that. This is really hurting them a lot. And with the Three of Pentacles in reverse here, it's like, this is just, you know, they might... The message actually here, it's kind of like they don't want to compromise you anymore. They don't want to compromise you anymore to please others. And this is because they're improving their self-worth. All right, let's get an oracle card. All right, and we have forgiveness. So what I'm getting two messages. Number one, they need to forgive themselves. They need to forgive themselves, and this goes hand in hand with the self-worth here. And it's because because they have felt so guilty and ashamed for having, you know, stayed in this karmic relationship for so long, or for having left the divine feminine for the karmic relationship, or for not, you know, having left the karmic sooner, or for having treated the divine feminine at times in a negative way, you know, maybe having ghosted you, or, you know, it could be anything. Because they have felt so ashamed, that also kept them back, because they need to get to a place where they're in high vibe with their own self, where they find balance within their own self. Just like the feminines here have found the Emperor within their own selves, the masculines too need to find the divine feminine within their own self as well. And they can't do that unless they forgive themselves. All right, so that's the first message, and this is what is happening. This is what the divine is helping them to accomplish here. And then the second message is actually that if you haven't forgiven your divine masculine, then this is something also that would help them, okay? This is something that would be needed for them to be able to move forward, okay? So that's a double message there. They need to forgive themselves. You need to forgive them as well. All right, so let's see if there's any additional messages here for the feminines for what's coming up. Oops, that was by accident. And your future energy for the divine feminines, please, Spirit. What is coming up for the divine feminines? All right, and we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Swords. So, yeah, you guys are really moving forward here. I feel like you are just really continuing to detach from whatever it was in the physical that made you want to stay attached to this connection. If that, I don't even know what I just said. But basically it's the physical aspect of this connection, like the physical outcome of this connection with your divine masculine, you are able to leave that behind. And you are moving forward. But when I say leave that behind, it doesn't mean you're giving up for good necessarily, right? Because you're probably not. But it just means that you are releasing that need to have the Ten of Pentacles with your divine masculine, okay? So you are releasing that need and moving forward. Leaving that in the past. It's like the baggage that was associated with you wanting and feeling dependent on this outcome. you are now able to just kind of let it be what it is, you know, just let whatever happens happen, and move forward with your own life, stepping into your own divine energy. At the same time, it's like you are moving away from doubts as well. Doubts that were associated with you having this connection. So if you were feeling like you can't make it without this person, you can't live without this person, you don't know how you're going to function, or ever be happy if you don't have this 10 of Pentacles, this, you know, like marriage, right? In the physical, with your divine masculine, you are able to leave all that negativity behind. This is what is coming up for you, and I feel like it's a very, very nice progression from where you are right now. And it's a very logical progression. All right, let's get one oracle card for you. I hope that made sense, because sometimes when I channel messages, the words just, the translation is just wacky. Reinvention. See? It's a reinvention. You guys are reinventing yourselves. Like, really, I feel like it's like refinding yourself. Just really discovering new aspects and new strengths within yourself. And maybe even spiritual strengths like intuition that you didn't even know you had. It's like you feel like a different person. Or if you don't feel that yet, this is what is coming up for you, or this is the advice for you, you know, to just move towards that. Be hopeful of this. You know, think about making this change. Think about reinventing yourself. Think about how you would want to be. Think about actually embodying the Empress and the Emperor within your own self for now. Moving forward. Being independent. Focus on that, and you will be able to move to calmer waters and not worry so much about the outcome of this connection, because that's what's ultimately going to bring you guys together. All right, so I actually like this a lot. I think I'm just going to pull just one final message or advice for the divine feminines watching this, if this resonated with you. So just one or two final messages for the divine feminines. Anything they should know. Oops. We have breathe, and we've gotten this before, and co-create. Okay, so this is really about you making things happen, right? With this co-create here. This is about you really being the high priestess in combination with this solar plexus. All right, co-creating with the divine. Making things happen, manifesting. Using your intuition for that. Because we also have breathe, which is all about meditation, and just really tapping into your own intuition, your own higher self. Okay, and just relaxing, breathing, finally taking, you know, a deep breath, a sigh of relief after everything you have been through, now that you are finally able to reinvent yourself and move to calmer waters. So just focus on that, focus on you, focus on your projects is also what I'm getting here, because you will have divine assistance with your own projects, and whatever that might be. That might be, you know, a divine mission. It could be just for your work. It could be something completely different, just something you want to do for yourself. Whatever that might be. Okay, and just relax. Know that everything is being taken care of. All right, the divine masculines are moving forward. They're finding their self-worth and getting over their fears. Okay, wow, I love this reading. So that is it. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to like and comment if this reading resonated with you. And I will talk to you guys soon. Much love. Bye.